Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's anyone here. Today on Being a Mom, I am going to be showing you how to induce lactation after childbirth. So if you are joining me for the first time, welcome. I cannot sing to save my life, but trust me, I will do anything to make you feel comfortable and make you feel welcome to my channel. So please don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, drop a comment, and of course share with your family and friends. And I would really appreciate it if you could catch up on my previous videos. And if you are a returning viewer, I love you. And I'm not saying this because I just want to say I love you. No, I'm saying this because I really do love you and I appreciate your love and support for me so far. All right, thank you very much. So like I said, I'm going to be showing you how to induce lactation, that is the supply of breast milk after childbirth. Stick around, I'll be back in a moment. In my previous video, which I'm going to add the link somewhere here, I spoke about the things nobody told me about being a mom, the things I just never ever imagined and nobody ever prepared me or told me about being a mom. And the first thing I mentioned in my video was lactation. I never knew it was possible for me to have my baby and still face the challenge of not lactating until I did something, and I asked if you guys wanted me to do to show you what I did that made me begin lactation. And yes, a couple of people indicated on Instagram, and I think somebody also indicated right here on YouTube. So that is why I am here to show you what I did to begin lactation, how I induced lactation by myself. So it's really important for me to mention that this method is quite an unorthodox DIY remedy. All right, so if you're the kind of person that would not do anything the doctor does not suggest or the doctor does not recommend, you might not really be down with this. But if you don't mind, absolutely, by all means. All right, so let's get into action already, shall we? It's a plastic mannequin hanger, and I'm going to be using it to demonstrate what I did, because it has to do with application of pap, molded pap, which we all know, we Yoruba people call it eko. I don't know what you all call it from wherever, but Yorubas still call it eko. So it involves me applying eko, mashed eko, on my breast. And of course I cannot strip myself naked even though some of you might think I'm naked, but I'm not naked, I'm clothed. So I'm going to be using this plastic mannequin hanger to demonstrate. All right, this is my first time trying to voice over a clip. I've always liked the idea, I've always admired it when I see people do it, but now that I have decided to do it, let's hope I don't miss yarn. So for this procedure, you're going to be needing solid pap, a spoon or your hand for mashing, and a plate or a bowl. Now, solid pap is called eko in Yoruba. Igbos call it AKAMU. This is what it looks like. Whatever you call it in your language, this is what it looks like. According to the instruction I was given and exactly what I did, while applying the mashed solid pap, apply from top to the nipple, side to the nipple, underneath to the nipple, and the other side to the nipple, right? The numbers of eko you would require depends on the size of your breast. But for the purpose of this practical, I used half of a whole wrap, since I'm not going to be doing it all through. Now this is what the mashed eko looks like. All right, so let me give a slight warning. If you're the kind of person that gets irritated easily, you might want to sit out the mashing and application part. Reason being that the smell of solid pap is quite unpleasant, and the fact that you get to mash it and apply it on your body is another thing. So you might just want to get somebody who would mash it for you and also help you to apply it. But for most people, the only thing you can be bothered about is doing anything and everything you can to get milk out of your breasts to feed your baby. So either ways is cool. Now when you begin to apply, make sure you apply it all through your breast to cover it up, just like masking it. Okay, mask your breast with the mashed solid pap. Now because I'm applying this on a plastic is falling off. When you apply it on your breast, it necessarily might not fall off. However, if it does, just be patient. That's why it's highly advisable to make sure you have enough wraps of AKAMU, so even if you lose some in the process of applying and falling off, you still have enough to apply to cover up entirely. For this process, I'm going to be applying just on one part because I'm only trying to show you what the process is like. Okay, so once you're done applying well, like apply very, very well. Once you're done applying, let it stay for 1 hour, at least 1 hour. Now, I only stayed for 1 hour because I was quite anxious. I wanted to know if I was going to get result or not, so I would move on to the next thing. So I could only stay for 1 hour. But if you can stay for more than 1 hour, it's absolutely fantastic. However, if you fall into my category, make sure the least you stay is 1 hour. By 1 hour, it must have dried up. Okay, so all you have to do is maybe remove it with your hand first and eventually use water or use a damp towel to clean it off. Either ways, but just make sure you stay for 1 hour before you take it off and clean your breast entirely. Afterwards, you should be able to get result immediately, because that was what happened to me and every other person I recommended this process to. Okay, so there you go. That was what I actually did to begin lactation. That was the process I took to induce lactation. Immediately I did that. It was exactly 1 hour because I was not patient. I really wanted to see if it would work, or I would have to look for another option. And immediately after, I washed it off and I pressed my breast to see if there was any sign of milk. Family members, the milk started gushing out. As in, I pressed and milk everywhere, milk. And I'm not just the only one who tried it. Now, when my friend had the baby, she didn't have the outright problem of not lactating at all. She was lactating, but she had a short supply of milk. And when she bust me up, I gave her the procedure and how to go about it, and she tried it. And she started lactating well. So somebody else actually heard it again on the live series I did when I was doing Life with Moms, and it was one of the things I spoke about. And this person messaged me privately and asked me what exactly the procedure was, and I gave them the procedure. Guess what? Immediately they got results, and I felt that okay, so it worked for me, and it has worked for a couple of people that I can testify to, which means it could work for you too. So let us hope and let us imagine that you're here watching this video because you actually need a remedy to induce lactation. There you go, and I wish you best of luck. I hope it really does work for you. All right, that is it on how to induce lactation naturally. I think you would agree with me that this one is quite natural. You don't have to use any pills. You don't have to go through any rigorous process. It's just you using a core, applying it on your breast and leaving it to dry and washing it off. So I hope that very soon you're going to be in my DM or you're going to be in my mailbox saying, yay, I tried it and it worked. Don't forget to like, share, and of course subscribe, and also catch up on my previous videos. Anyone is going to be gone for now, but guess what? I'll be back very, 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 very soon. Love you. Mwah.